now. Coach, great to see you again. It seems like
good to see you again, Jordi.
Seems like just yesterday we were here with your introductory press conference, and now we're getting ready to start the season. What has this been like since coming back from the Olympics and getting ready for the season with the Nets?
It's been exciting. We've had a great gym, open gym, and leading us into this training camp. So we just can't wait to put these practices together because, as you know, like you're just allowed to do so much during this time. But just seeing the guys, see them run and how they look and how excited they are and committed to the process. So just exciting times.
It's not easy to take over any job. You're taking over a job and you had the Olympic responsibilities. So what was that like? How quick did that turnaround feel like from the Olympics ending in Paris and starting up now?
It felt fast. It's hard to know how you want to do it if you've never done it before, to do two jobs at once. But I was very happy on how we handled the summer. Summer League was amazing. Steve Heads on the rest of the group did a great job developing the guys. Obviously, we had Jalen Wilson as the MVP of Summer League, which is amazing. He did a great job, but also speaks of the rest of the group. It's not just him; it's all his teammates as well. So that was great. Going into the Olympics, coming back, like you said, could feel overwhelming. But when you feel you have a great group behind, not just coaches, but also with the front office and the players, it's just easier to handle. And I felt always connected, came back, and just felt like I was up to speed right away.
With the direction the team is taking now, how important was it to get Nick Claxton back here in the fold?
It means a lot to us. He was our priority this summer, a player who started as a net, developed as a net, and now we have a long-term commitment as a net. So we still believe that, you know, he'll continue to develop and get better, and that those are our goals, the goals we have for him on both ends of the floor. But most importantly, how he's grown with us right now. He's a grown-up. He's one of the veterans. If you think about here how young he was, and now he's going to be the one leading by example with his other younger guys.
Another one of those original Nets, Cam Thomas, who's a terrific player, talented. There's going to be nights where you're probably going to think, why did I get into coaching? There'll be other nights he'll put a big smile on your face. Last year, he did a much better job as a playmaker. What's kind of the next step for Cam Thomas?
Yeah, I think playing off the ball, right? Like we all know that the less dribbles he takes, the more efficient he is. Playing out of 1-2 dribbles or catch and shoot, he is very dangerous for other teams. His playmaking ability, like you said, has got him better. So getting him engaged, not just when the ball is in his hands, but also we're preaching ball movement and playing fast in the half court. And I believe Cam Thomas can be a big part of it. Same as at the defensive end, he needs to improve, and I have no doubt in my mind that he will.
What have those conversations been like between you and Cam coming up towards training camp?
It's been great. He's done a great job this summer, keeping his body in very good shape and getting ready for this new season. You know, we've had great conversations on how we want to do things and play, and he's been very receptive. The reality is we're about to find out now when we start the challenge that we are facing all together. So just ready to rock and roll with him.
When you take over a team, and you know, there seems to be different levels in the NBA. The extreme would be the Boston Celtics. They're looking to repeat as champions. What the outside noise is, how do you deal with that in terms of your players? You tell them, listen, this is about us trying every day to win, get better, and just kind of avoid what's going on the outside, what people might expect or think is going to happen with this team this year.
Yes, outside expectations are part of this business, and I think that's the reason why we have jobs, and we really appreciate what you guys do, people at home watching what we do. The reality is, for us to be a successful basketball team, we have a plan, and right now we're focusing on building this foundation, right? The blueprint of what the Nets are going to be. You know, and this year one, this is going to be extremely important to build winning habits. And that's where we start, because if we want to sustain success, we cannot skip steps, that's for sure.
Zaire Williams, you also have Killian Hayes, two former lottery picks that came into this Brooklyn Nets franchise. What are your expectations for both of these guys moving forward?
Excitement, because I think that a lot of these guys is like their second draft. It means that they got drafted again. They get to start all over again, a clean start. They've all had experiences, and now they're valued in the new place. We believe that they can be young guys that can do a great job and develop with us, and we want to find who the next net player is for our future. And that's why I think this energy but also competitiveness within the group is going to be important. These guys need to fight every single day, fight for minutes, and I think that healthy competition is very important for a group.
You know, Ben Simmons is the most accomplished player on this team, but he hasn't really played a lot the last few years. What is the plan for him? And as of right now, you're expecting him to be available for this start of the regular season. He will be healthy enough to go.
Yes, he's good to go. Day one. The one thing we'll do with Ben, same thing we do with everybody else, is after we go through day of practice or a block of, training camp, is evaluate where he's at. Obviously, health is the number one thing, not just for Ben, but for all of our players. He's good to go. Like I said, you said it, when Ben Simmons is healthy, he's a very special player. He's proved it. He's, if I'm not wrong, two-time All-Star, three-time All-Star. So, that tells you the type of player he is, and I'm excited to get to work with him for sure.
Everybody says the eye test is the best test. So what you've seen out of Ben so far throughout the summer and here in your short time here, what has it been like?
Yeah, the eye test is important, but trusting health and performance is extremely important for us too. We have a very good team, and right now the eye test also goes with the test that we have from the specialist, and Ben has done a great job with his post-surgery, then prepared to his plan to get back on the court in the times that he's played 5-on-5 already. So he looks really good. He's a player that allows you to play fast, to play make, to move the ball, to be big, be strong. So a healthy Ben Simmons is going to be a very important player for what we're trying to do.
Doesn't it show you how good the international game is and just the sport globally? You guys finishing third at the FIBA World Cup. This year, you had Serbia nearly knocked off the U.S. Just how was the Olympic experience for you? I know you're a little disappointed in how things went, but just the overall strength of this game right now globally.
Yeah, the experience was amazing. In my opinion, was the Olympics that had the most talent ever. If you think not just Team USA, but across the board, I think every single team was extremely talented. If you watch those games, you could realize right away. I'm happy with how my team performed. Canada, we had a tough pool, and I'm very proud of our guys. Obviously, losing against France, a home country, in the quarterfinals, that was not the result that we wanted. It's definitely disappointing. You learn from it. I personally learned, and there's a lot of things that I would do differently moving forward. But the reality is, that's how you get better. Yeah. That's how you fall, and then you have to, recover, get back, and be better next time. So that was good.
How was that environment playing them in Paris, playing France in Paris?
It was good. It was a great experience. We got punished for a lot of fouling, which FIBA game is supposed to be very physical. I think we were the best team at pressuring the ball and defensively overall. We could not play that type of game against France in the quarterfinals, but it's part of the game. Those are things that we cannot control, and what we could control, we were not good enough. We should have been better for sure to play against them.
Jordi, before we go to break, and Frank as well, I want to get your thoughts. We got some very bad news right before we came on the air that Dikembe Mutombo had passed away. I just wanted to get your thoughts really quick on Dikembe, what he meant to the league and the sport of basketball.
Meant a lot to the NBA, not globally. Into the game of basketball, as you guys know, an icon, and I had the chance to be with him. He played for the Nuggets. I know he played here as well. just want to send my condolences to his family and his loved ones. It's really sad.
I think you're right, and I always felt like Dikembe, I got to cover him in both New Jersey and with the New York Knicks. You know, with that booming voice and just he was the Pied Piper. He kind of was the ambassador of basketball, and everybody that he came in contact with, he just brought so much joy to them. And every time you saw him, he always had that upbeat, you know, feeling about him. And how about at the defensive end? How good was he as a shot blocker?
For sure, yeah, and you're right. He brought a smile to everyone's face every time he talked to us, so he will be missed.
Frank, thank you for those comments. Jordi, you as well, and thank you for the time. We're going to step aside, take a break here on the S Network, and as we do, we pay tribute to Dikembe Mutombo, gone too soon at the age of 58.